What is up, dreamers, and welcome back to some Master of Eternity. In this episode, we're going to be talking all about Pixies, why you even want to level them up, and some tips you may not know. We'll also go over my top picks for my favorite Pixies and all that. So, there's two basic things, just to make this as simple as possible. There's two basic things to level up as far as Pixies. You're going to hear terms like Awakening Pixie getting thrown around, or you probably already heard it. What that means, basically, is that that Pixie is over level 30, or at least level 30, and you have up to episode 4 done for that Pixie. So, that's all that is. To get their levels up, you're going to want to use that Pixie in battle, and you're going to want to be getting kill shots with that Pixie. You get experience for every kill shot that that Pixie has. So, for some Pixies, based on their suits type, so some Pixies are support suit riders, like Genie. It might be a little bit tougher, since it's kind of hard to get a lot of kills with the support type suits at first. But for your other damage dealer types, it's not going to be too bad at all. So you level them up, you level their actual level up in the game by having them pilot a suit and getting kills, and then you can level their bond by coming in here. Basically, you go into their showroom and you give them gifts, basically. So let me kind of show you how that works with Florence, since I haven't given her any gifts yet. Alright, so give gifts, and if they have a gift that they prefer, it'll be highlighted. You can also hold down the item, and it'll show you what is the preferred Pixie. As you can see, Genie loves these Mega Drills. Your first level, your episode 1, to unlock episode 1, you have to unlock episodes 1 through 4. So you gotta be to episode 4 to get that Pixie awakened. You gotta pass episode 4. So it's really easy to level the bond up at first, and then as you go on, it does get a little bit tougher. You're gonna be giving them a couple of things, and you don't want to waste items either. You don't want to like throw a bunch of 3 stars on top of her. The experience does not carry over, or the percentages don't carry over. You see how we can use any item, even something that would do 133% here. We don't want to do that. Just want to use our lowest quality items for right now, so we don't waste any of that percentage. So now we can play Florence's first episode, which is really cool. And that's how we're gonna we're gonna complete this episode. Very easy to do. It's just basically some storyline where you have to make some decisions. You can make right decisions, wrong ones. If you make the wrong decision, it's not a big deal. You can fail the mission. You can fail the episode, and it'll just have you redo it for the cost of more hearts. So not a big deal at all. In fact, you have to play every possible situation in order for a perfect clear, which we'll talk about in another video. Every Pixie also has requests that you don't really need to worry about, honestly. Don't look at that at all. And we won't talk about that too much for this video at all either. So basically, you play their episodes and you want to get them to episode 4. And then you complete episode 4, and after that, the Pixie will awaken. And you'll notice their outfits change. Usually their outfit will improve, honestly. So I've got a few Pixies here that are awakened, and then I have a few that aren't awakened that I just unlocked, like Niaz here. Niaz is ready to do her episode 4 and be awakened, actually. And Rachel and Florence here are pretty new. They're both on episode 1, so I won't be able to awaken them without getting their levels up. But we'll work on it. So that's the biggest things, is you got to get this level to 30. You got to get your episodes up to 4, and to get to episode 4 and through episode 4, you're going to have to increase their bond by giving them gifts. To get gifts, to give to your Pixies, you're just going to go to the shop, and when you go to Pixie Gift here, you're going to get a free item here every hour. Free, completely free. So make sure every hour that you're playing, that you're logging in, you're coming into the shop and you're getting your free gift. If you don't want to wait and you have a lot of spare hearts, I usually just buy the basic Pixie gifts. It gives you 10 10 random Pixie gifts for 250 hearts, which is pretty reasonable, but otherwise you can slide over here and buy specific items if you are really wanting to just level a specific character. So didn't want to forget talking about that. Alright, and then when we go into the hangar, this is one of the places you can really take a look at your Pixies. And there's a couple of things here I want to talk about. So, very important here that you can set your leader. Please remember to change your leader around to your very strongest units. It doesn't have to be your strongest pilot, it just has to be your strongest mech, basically, so that you can help your friends out. Because if you don't switch this unit around, you might be sharing someone like Leah's, who might be using the worst suit that you have, so keep that in mind as you switch these characters around. You just remember to switch the leaders around too, so that you're not screwing your friends over and sharing like a C unit with like a badass Pixie or something like that. Just something to keep in mind. So looking here, this is where things get really interesting, because we've got the skill up option here. So usually I'll awaken a Pixie and then I'll start looking at their skills. And this is where you're basically gonna look and see what your favorite Pixies are for the playstyle that you really enjoy to play. As you can see, they're all different. I mean, you're gonna get different passives and different abilities. They all get an awakening skill that they'll unlock at their level 30 awakening. So, pretty nice stuff. And not all Pixies are created equally, I'll tell you that. So let me go over. I don't have all the Pixies right now, so I can't give you the best, quote unquote, best Pixies, but I will say it kind of pertains to your playstyle, and you can kind of edit their passives. So let me show you a couple of examples, and it'll kind of make sense. So you get a certain amount of these skill cards here, and from that you can basically level up your passives. As you can see, I mean, we've got boost HP 8 out of 10. We've got counter offensive 7 out of 10, and we're on Ophelia here. So when we look at skill up, what I thought would be really cool for Ophelia was having more HP, since she is an assault type unit, assault suit rider actually. And then I did give her a little bit of this counter offensive. If hit by a counter attack, there's a 35% chance to perform an additional action. Basically, it'll give her more turns if she's getting attacked. Usually she's one of the first ones out there. So for me, I thought that was pretty worth it. But also this defense passive is awesome. So I really like the passives that do stuff without you having to do anything. Like the increased defense, increased HP. I usually go for more HP over more defense. I just would rather have more HP. And then you could increase their awakening skill. Usually it's their damage on the awakening skill here too. To reset skills, be careful with these, because 300 is a pretty big cost to reset them. So you can reset them, it's just going to cost you some gems. So let's show you Genie. Genie's one of my favorites. I feel like she's one of the better ones because she's got boost power passive. When entering a battle, attack increases by 20%. That's pretty good. For Genie, considering attack power is equal to healing power. So the higher your attack power is, the higher your healing power is. So having 20% more attack power on Genie also means 20% more healing power. That's why I went with this one all the way. I just brought it straight up to level 10. I thought that was pretty worth it. And then something like when attacking normal enemies increases damage by, you know, X%. I thought that was pretty cool, since you're mostly fighting normal type enemies in this game. There are a few boss types though, so keep that in mind. And there are Pixies that are more, they've got better passives for fighting bosses, so we'll take a look at that too. For Pyrrhus was kind of weird. She's got like an evasion passive I thought was pretty cool, so I added that to her. I don't know if that's very good or not. But you can, if you max it out, 50% of the time she's going to dodge those hits. I thought that was pretty cool. Let's look at somebody like Ariel, who's a sniper. also got the increasing attack damage to normal enemies in here. But then if you look at a sniper like, say, Labby has a passive that increases damage dealt to boss-type enemies. So, very, very, very cool passives here. We won't go over every single unit in this video just because I don't have all the Pixies yet, and I definitely don't have them all leveled up yet. So, but for now, my favorites are definitely Ophelia, Genie, probably Ariel, and I think Emily. I think Emily's got some pretty neat passives in there too. But let me know what Pixies you guys like to use the most. And who's your favorite waifu Pixie so far? I think mine, I would have to say so far, it's Ophelia, but I don't have Mayo or any of the new ones, so far Ophelia for me. Alright, so let's pick this item up. So, woo! Free Pixie gift, so that's how that works. And that was a 3-star Pixie gift, so that's really, really good. So, just want to show you one more thing before I go. Make sure you replace those suits when you're trying to level up those Pixies. So as you can see, my best sniping suit right now is an S2 Improved Nimue. I love the design of this thing, by the way. Looks great. And we're trying to level Rachel up. As you can see, Rachel's level is 5, and she's not awakened or anything. We want to get her to level 30 as fast as possible. So what we did is we replaced her suit so that she would be in my best sniper suit, and she's in the party. And we've got our other snipers, Labby and Ariel, out of the team right now and in alternate suits. So keep that in mind. Just be a little bit, try to be considerate when you're switching your team around, and make sure you keep your leader on someone who's got a nice suit. The suit is more important than the Pixie for sharing units. You don't want to be sharing a C unit for your on your friends list. You'll basically miss out on getting friends tickets, and some of your friends might not be happy with you actually. But wanted to show you this. Basically, this is the team I'm using to just level up Rachel and Florence. So as you can see, it's just Rachel and Florence in the team, and I would go to a really low level area that I could auto in order to grind them out. So if you want to grind them out really fast, it's definitely worth it to do it this way. Otherwise, in the party, it'll take a little bit longer. Only other thing is, make sure, as far as team composition goes, make sure, just understand that this is an order of, this is turn order right here, up on the top. So basically, first turn, Rachel will go, Florence will go second turn, so on. But you can definitely just click on that unit that you wanted to use anyway at the start of a turn, and you could go out of order anytime you want. But just to make things simpler, I usually go with the units that I want to level up first for auto purposes. Whoops. And then that way auto kind of gets some kills in there. So I hope this video has been helpful for you guys. In the next one, I hope to give you guys like a more advanced class on these Pixies. So I've got a long way to go, honestly, before I unlock them all. So looks like I'm about getting close to halfway. And I've been playing this game for a while, so definitely it's not super fast or anything, but it is definitely worth it considering they get some awesome passives, and some of these Pixies have really nice awakening abilities where they can hit. Like Rachel can attack every single unit on the map, and she doesn't miss. So I feel like that's an awesome awakening ability. But let me know y'all's thoughts down below in the comments. Thank you guys for coming by and checking out some more Master of Eternity. If you have any questions, any video recommendations, definitely leave them down below in the comments, and I would love to get back with you and talk about some more Master of Eternity with you guys. In the meantime, best of luck to you guys on all your pulls and everything. I will see you soon. I'll catch you later. See you on the next one.